welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the UCF Knights, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. So UCF's offense will have first crack at this one. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down. Gets down at the last possible second to avoid getting lit up.
You can clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
They'll run play action. Throwing right. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass to catch.
He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, UCF. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Alabama's offense will go to work for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be...
Intercepted for the 11th time. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Knights! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Alabama offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Got the first down and more. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. Quick catch on 3rd down. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in the rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Jackson gonna throw it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The play action fake. Here's a heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Knights will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Looking for room. It's Price. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He wants to change this route. Going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. At midfield, he's got room. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Hayes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Grab near the sticks. It's Meadows. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Turning it on! He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. To the air, it's Russell. Flips it out to the back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Going to try to get it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Knights will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this?
There he goes! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Russell. Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Hale. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks, it's first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Getting set for the point after. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it out. It's Ashley. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. That was an entertaining first quarter. Fireworks all over the place, as will be indicated in our first quarter stats. So first first down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes that Alabama offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Last completion moves the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Caught behind the line. It's Hayes. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Looking to pass. It's Russell. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
It didn't look to me, guys, like the QB and his target were on the same page on that outbreaking route. I'm not sure if they both thought it was man or zone or what was happening, but I think that helped lead to the incompletion.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Alabama! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer. Breaks into the open. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Wants to fire on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. They'll stop him at the 22-yard line as the defense makes a play.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with...
He's looking deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Makes the grab, and he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Quick completion on the out. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Russell. Unleashes one deep. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to get the first through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll send out the kicker here. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, the running back has it. Past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st down from the 30. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. Wants to return it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. It's a draw. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Finds a spot in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Knights want to move quickly. Looking to throw for it. Under fire. They get him up flush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Knights send out the punt unit. Just needs a crack to get a return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking for a man. It's Russell. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is
going for it all. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
The offense will quickly use a timeout.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. The best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Let's it fly. Touchdown, UCF! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
31, UCF 21.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Russell. He fires one deep down the right side. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll take another shot here. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He put some heat on that one down the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. 3rd quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back into this thing.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Knights will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Offense in a bunch formation. The lone back's got it. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Great place to start for this offense. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Off the RPO, complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Jackson will throw. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. And still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He wants to throw it again. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Liberty is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see.
The give to the tailback. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Going to the ground. Got enough for the first. Great move. Now he's got room. Turns it on down the left side. 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays. Games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Wimsatt. Moves around to clear up the vision. And his first throw here is incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with...
Oh, he's got some space. Running through contact. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, UCF!
That's the kind of play that might happen only one time in your life if you're lucky. It's like a hole-in-one in golf. Pollock, a 99-yard touchdown run.
When you get almost 100 yards on the day, you're happy. But when you get it on one carry, it's even better. They give it to him. Once he gets past that second level, no one catches him all the way to the house, 99 yards.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Takes his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. Makes it past the marker. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
What a performance this guy is turning in. You know, Derrick Henry had a great 2,000-yard season, bunch of 150-yard games. This guy's looking like that right now.
And if you're comparing him to somebody like that, you know he's happy. And you
turning it on! Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Right back to it. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defense.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown time!
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything, and adding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Going right to work up top. Fakes to grab. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll take a deep shot here. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. The defense wouldn't let it loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll leave it with him. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Touchdown, Alabama! And the punishment has been extended. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute on some points here.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by... Best to get the football. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. On the move. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Now on 3rd down after that run. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. And it'll be down right there.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. And now on 3rd down, shadow of their own goalpost, needing some breathing room. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Knights decide to punt it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the returner will be brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes that Alabama offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. It'll be third and long. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee.